Hey guys, happy Friday. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Listen, I have some running around to do because this is not Friday when these videos are recorded. That's just when they're released. But I was like, let's go ahead and do this week's video because you look kind of cute today. I mean, because quarantine life, some days I'll be like, whew. Hi, if you're new here, welcome. My name's Jessica. In this space, I talk about matters of personal and family finance. And I just share things that I have learned, my journey of improving my finances, rebuilding and improving my finances. And if you've ever been in that place where you're like, wow, I wish I would have known, I wish somebody would have told me. So that's why I'm really passionate about sharing the information that I learned. I don't know everything, but what I learned, I'm happy to share because I don't want anybody to have to ever live through what I did and my daughter and I lived through. So that's a whole nother story. Maybe I'll share that testimony one day. But for now, I'm just doing my best to help other people, other mothers, other, women and men just learn. There's information out here, but if nobody ever shares it with us or we don't know where to look, we'll never find it. So, welcome to the channel. Let's get into this week's video. All right. All right. So, you saw the title 4 things that you need to do right now to start changing your story. Okay. Your financial story. So, this is what you're going to do to make a shift for your life, for your financial future, and for your legacy. All right. These 4 things are things that I have done or am doing still. And hey, I'm just happy to help people by sharing what I have learned and my personal experience. So let's get into it. All right, number one, we need to face it so we can fix it. Okay. When things are hard, when things seem difficult, and maybe even confusing. It's just like, oh, I can't do that. Like, have you ever heard of somebody say, oh, no, I just don't understand math? Like, no, I can't do it. No, that's just hard. They just don't, they have already a wall up in their mind towards math or towards chemistry or towards cooking or whatever the hard thing for them is. So, in this instance, we're talking about finances. So, to stop, breathe, because if you can't face it, you can't fix it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna face it. You're gonna look at it, no matter how ugly it might be. Let's just look so we know what needs to be fixed. And you might be surprised because it might not be as bad as you think it is, or take as long to repair as you think that it may, because you just have in your mind this huge mountain. So that's number one. Fix it so you can face it. Number two, you're going to identify your money perception or your perception of money. Okay. And if you really sit down and think about it and look into yourself and why you have this big wall up and the emotions that are attached to it, there can be shame, there can be fear, there could be confusion. And a lot of these things is not your fault on your own because some things are just passed down generationally. Like we've all heard the term generational wealth. Well, generational poverty has been passed down, and even the mindset has been passed down. So we're doing these things now so we can stop, correct, and turn that around. So the rest of your life will not be like the past. Your future will be greater, and you will be able to start working on things for those who come behind you because we don't want to pass along generational poverty or poverty mindset. We want to pass along generational wealth, a healthy, wealthy mindset. then you can produce wealth financially. But if you have the wrong thing, stinking thinking, then it's not going to translate. So identify your perception of money. Okay. Number three, get educated. There's so much out here to help. There's books you can read, there's videos you can watch. But there's so many financial literacy tools that you can be putting in place. There's free things, there's things that you can invest in yourself and, spend a little bit of money to be taught and learn these things. And let me just say, traditional education doesn't always set you up for um, your personal financial freedom. I'm a business administration major, and I took business courses. I took accounting and business finance and things like that. But my personal finances was a mess and a wreck. And so you can't just say, "Oh, I went to school. I'm an educated person." You can have degrees and you can still be a mess. So just get educated, take advantage of financial literacy tools. Um, there's so much online, on Instagram, on YouTube. Um, read books, get educated. For many of us in the careers that we're in, we have to do what's called CEs, continuing education, to keep our license or our certifications up to date. If you do that for your job, do that for your life. Continuing education, do it for your life. Okay? All right, let me go on because I'll hold another video. All right, and number 4, start building. Start working on rebuilding your finances, your financial, working on your financial future, and setting up things for legacy for your sons, your daughters, your nieces, your nephews, your god baby. You might be single, but you want to leave a footprint in the earth. You know what I mean? Um, so those are just generalized. I can go deeper into these 4 items. But thank you so much for watching this week's video. Comment below if you want me to go deeper into each of those categories. Like the video if you found it helpful, and share it with somebody who you know needs the information. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for next week. Be blessed. Bye.